Hello and welcome to the Machona podcast. This week we are talking about trust in relationships. Now, trust is an essential part of any relationship, and without trust, relationships can become strained or even break down entirely. Trust is the cornerstone of relationships, and without it, it is impossible to have a healthy and lasting relationship. Now, when we are going into relationships, obviously we want to feel comfortable with our partner, and we want our partner to feel comfortable with us as well. And whilst you are trying to build that comfortability, there are obviously other aspects that you have to put into consideration. There are outside people who are influencing your relationship, and there are also different characteristics that come into play as well. And so this is where trust becomes very important, because it's by faith pretty much that you learn to live with the other person, because they have their own personality, they have their own destiny in life, but you have to put your faith in them that they are going to do things as you would like them done in the relationship. And this is what is called trust. So you put your faith into someone hoping that they are going to do things that are beneficial to you. So trust is built over time as a result of honesty and open communication, reliability and consistency. It is important to remember that trust is not something that can be given immediately. It must be earned through consistent effort and commitment to the relationship. When you go into a new relationship, you have to go in with an open mind. You have, as much as you want to be trusted, you also have to give a level of trust to your partner as well. Because if you let your previous relationships control your actions, then it means you are working based on another person's character that you dealt with, and you are not giving your current person a chance to prove themselves to you, because they are now working overtime to try and change your mind instead of trying to show you who they are. And that is what causes a lot of breakdowns in relationships nowadays, because we go in thinking, okay, I'm not going to make the same mistake that I made the last time, or I'm not going to let this person do me what the last person did. And so that kind of ruins things, because we are ever in defensive mode. And when you're in defensive mode, you don't really show yourself that much. You are constantly watching where you step. You are sort of like in it with one foot, and then the other foot is outside ready to run, and that is not a good situation. So remember that trust is a two-way street, meaning both partners must be willing to give and take in order for the relationship to be successful. It is important to remember that trust does not always come easy, and it takes time to build as well. Even if one partner has done something wrong, it is important to remember that trust can be rebuilt if both partners are willing to work on it. So don't be quick to pull the trigger. I know I'm usually guilty of that, but give your partner a chance to prove themselves or to explain themselves on what their actions were, or why they did what they did, so that you can then be able to evaluate on whether to move forward with them or not. So give your partner the benefit of the doubt, give them time, and as much as you would like to be given a chance when you mess up, do the same for the other person as well. And also remember that you get what you put in, pretty much, and that is why it's a two-way street. Both partners need to give a level of trust to each other. So one of the most important aspects of trust in relationships is communication. You need to talk about things. You need to talk about your feelings. You need to share how you are feeling. And also you need to give chance to your partner to communicate as well, so that you know exactly where they're at, and you know exactly what they are going through or what they're thinking. So communication is essential in order to build and maintain trust. It is important to be open and honest with your partner and to be willing to listen to what they have to say. So communication allows both partners to express their needs and wants in the relationship. And then the next task is reliability and consistency. So these two are important when it comes to building trust in relationships, and it is important to be dependable and consistent in order to build trust. You can't be good today and then become a problem the next day, and then after some days again you are good, back to being good. That does not build trust, because I don't know when to to trust you. I don't know when to be on the lookout for you. So it should be consistent. If you want to show a certain characteristic, then be consistent with it. If you are not into the relationship, you can't be hot and cold. That's being unfair on your partner. So be consistent and you get the trust. This means also that if you make a promise, you should keep it. And it also means you'll be there for your partner when they need you, and not one time you're there, the next time they are wondering why they're even in a relationship with you. So that's not good, and should be able to correct that. Trust also requires respect. Respect is essential in any relationship, and it is important to respect your partner's boundaries and privacy. And also self-respect as well. If you respect yourself, then I will respect you. And if you see that I respect myself, then you are also going to respect me. And when you respect me and I respect you, we are going to trust each other's decisions. We are going to trust each other's movements. And so this is very important as well. Have respect for each other and value each other's opinions and ideas. I shouldn't be there to force my opinions on you. If you have your opinions, let's talk about them and then see how we can meet in the middle. Sometimes we might need to compromise. Sometimes we might need to, sometimes you realize that, my opinions maybe might not be the best, and then you switch. But the most important thing is to know, first of all, what your partner is thinking, and also they know how you are feeling as well, so that you work on whatever it is that you need to work on. So in conclusion, trust is a very important part of any relationship, and it takes time and effort to build. It is important to remember that trust is something that must be earned through consistent effort. Communication and reliability are also important, and as much as respect as well. Also, remember that trust can be fragile, but it also can be rebuilt. So if maybe you have wronged your partner and they feel they can't trust you at that particular time, work on it so that you can rebuild that trust. Show them that you have changed. Show them that you are willing to work on yourself, so that they can be able to rebuild that trust that they had on you. If you want to have a healthy relationship, it is important to invest in building and maintaining that trust. So this is what I had today, and I would really love to hear what your thoughts are. So please leave me a comment, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. So maybe I have left something out, or maybe I have said something that you don't quite agree with. Please do let me know so that we can have a chat and see how we can resolve it. So have a good week, and we'll see you next time.